Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's the Pretty Wolf, and if this is your first time here, welcome to my channel, and if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for watching my video. Today I am coming back with another makeup comparison, and the product that I'm gonna compare today is powder. So I have the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Skin Perfecting Micro Powder, it is a long name, and the NARS Translucent Crystal Light Reflecting Setting Powder. We are going to dig in to these products today and see how they are different and why are they really popular. So I'm very excited to show you that, guys. So if you like to see more of my future videos, make sure that you are subscribed to my channel, hit the notification bell so that you are notified whenever I have a new video. And yeah, let's get started. As usual, before I start applying this product, I'm going to talk about them first. So let's go ahead with the Charlotte Tilbury. Charlotte Tilbury retails for $58 Canadian, and it is 8 grams. They said it is ultra fine, it diffuses lines, blur imperfection, it hydrates, and it has a light reflecting pearls. So it's very similar to the NARS Translucent Crystal Light Reflecting Setting Powder. This one, it retails for $49 Canadian, and it is 10 grams. So it has 2 more grams than the Charlotte Tilbury, and it's already cheaper than the Charlotte. It is a light weightless powder, soft matte with luminous effect. So that means it mattifies when you set your eyes, but then it has a luminous effect, so it brightens around your eyes or whenever you want to apply them. And it also has a glycerin and vitamin E that really protects your skin from dryness. So it's very similar to the Charlotte Tilbury. That's why I have them both, because that's what I'm looking for my powder. I want my powder to hydrate my skin or around my eyes, especially around my eyes. It gets really dry, so that's what I love about the powders that I choose today. So first, we're gonna go ahead and do the foundation, because that's what we are applying when we put the powder. So we'll go ahead with my double wear. Already with the foundation, now let's go ahead and put a little bit of concealer right around my eyes. Alright, concealer is done. Now let's go ahead and apply this powder. So first thing, I wanted to do the NARS powder. I'm gonna do it on this side, on my left side. I'm gonna using a small fluffy brush to set this right away. The consistency and the formula of this powder is very thin, and if you notice, it is white, but once you swipe it, this is how much I picked from my finger, as you guys right there, and then swatch it. It's right here. So it's almost like there's no coverage, but it definitely sets around your eyes, and it's very soft. I'm just gonna pick up my sponge and kind of set this. Alright, you guys, so that is the NARS Light Reflecting Powder over here. And I could definitely see that little bit of small particles that is kind of, how do you say this, shimmery kind of, but it's very fine. You almost don't see it. Now I'm gonna go ahead and set this side using a different brush right here with the Charlotte Tilbury. I'm in shade medium, guys, by the way. This is a medium coverage. I'm gonna swatch you here. Same thing, and that's the cover. It is more of a powder compared to translucent. So the NARS one is translucent, but they're very similar description, and that is the swatch right there. So it's almost like there's no coverage too. It's just that this one is an actual powder. Alright, so in this side, on the right side, it is the Charlotte Tilbury powder. As you can see, I'll zoom you in a little bit. So NARS Charlotte Tilbury powder. I could say right now that I could definitely see this side the powder effect, like the powder kind of looking. You know, I'm in shade medium, so I could see it's a little bit darker than this side because this is the NARS powder right here. In the NARS powder, you would definitely see the light reflecting effect. Very, very fine. If a person is looking at you or if you're just talking, she wouldn't know that it is something like that, that there's some kind of like a small particles that is reflecting around your eyes, but it makes it a little bit more brighter, which is I prefer sometimes because, you know, I like a little bit more brighter around here, and it really makes a difference. So now we're just going to see which one lasts the most and performs the best. And so far, for now, it is so good. I love both of them. I love the effect under my eyes. Like I said earlier, they're both moisturizing. It has a light reflecting. The thing that I noticed about Charlotte Tilbury too with the description, so it says it has a light reflecting pearls and diffuse to the light. The thing that I noticed is I almost don't see anything right there. Like I almost don't see like a small particles or something. So I don't know what it's supposed to do, but definitely NARS has something like that. It's very, very different. It's very interesting. Definitely makes under my eyes and my skin more softer and more diffuse, and really just set and mattifies around my eyes. So I'm gonna dust the rest of my half face with NARS powder. Barely there, but I'm gonna press. On the other side, I'm gonna do the Charlotte Tilbury. I'm gonna be careful about the Charlotte Tilbury because it's a powder, so you don't want to put too much powder. So I am back to give you guys some kind of idea how both these powders looks like. So the thing that I noticed with both of these powder, they are very, very similar. The same kind of target dryness, very lightweight powder. It diffuses pores and all of that things. If you read about the description, very, very similar. So the only difference between these two powders are formula. The NARS one, it is translucent. The Charlotte one, it is a powder that has a medium coverage. So make sure that you keep that in mind if you want an actual translucent or a powder. It really depends on you. And like I said, the only thing that I noticed earlier is NARS. It really does show a little bit of that reflection in the light, like kind of like a small particles that reflects, which is it says. And this one, Charlotte Tilbury, it says it has a light reflecting pearls that diffuses in the light. So maybe that's why I couldn't see it on my lights, because it says diffuse. But yeah, I couldn't see anything no matter what I do. But the more I look at it right now, they're very, very similar. So we're gonna take a look at later once I go with my day and come back, you guys check in, and how long will this last, how long does it hold, and you know how my lines are coming out later. So I cannot wait to see that. So just mention again, Charlotte Tilbury, it is $58 Canadian. 8 grams. NARS, it is $49 Canadian, 10 grams. So you guys have already an idea. It's not as far, but it's $9. So, you know, you can consider that's a pretty good amount to consider already if you have a budget. But don't decide yet, because we are going to see which one works the best and performs the best, because that $9, if it doesn't do the job, then that $9 doesn't really make a big difference. So thank you guys for watching. I will be right back to check in with you later, so make sure that you are watching till the end. Thank you so much again for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up. Also leave a comment down below on what do you want me to review or what do you want me to do next. I will appreciate that if you do. And please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so that you are notified whenever I upload my next video. Thank you guys. Bye. Hey guys, I am back to give you an update about the powder performance that we applied earlier today. It's been about 6 hours. I have run my errands and I went out, grocery and stuff like that. So I am here to show you how it looks like. Around my eyes is still the same, 6 hours. I could probably go about 8 to 10 hours. So for now, I could really see equal. This is still very soft. This is very soft, and the lines doesn't look like obvious, like I mean the fine lines. The only other thing that I noticed with this powders, like I always said, my eyes around here, it creates that line. But the two powders, I can see a little bit of deposit right here, and the same thing with Charlotte Tilbury. So both very similar. The appearance of my skin is very smooth, as you can see, like if I look here, like right there, and if I look over here, it's very, very similar. I couldn't complain. I don't know if that's the concealer that I applied today, but I see a little bit more deposit around here. So it can really depend on how I applied my concealer or my foundation, but it's a little bit more product into my lines, which is depositing. But overall, the quality and the appearance is very, very similar. I couldn't decide which one because I just keep looking at my face, and yeah, so you can judge if you see something, but to me it's almost the same, and my whole face doesn't look as oily. You know, like on my T-zone, I don't mind that because it's just look more dewy, but my face doesn't look like oil. And same thing here. So like I said, it's very, very similar. The only thing that we can look into this comparison is the price and the amount of product that's in the powder. So like I said, Airbrush from Charlotte Tilbury, it is $58 and it's only 8 grams. NARS Cosmetics Translucent Crystal Powder, it is only $49 and it's 10 grams. So I think it's very, very obvious for you guys which one won. I'm going to repeat the criteria. It's about cost, quality, and performance. So with the cost, NARS definitely win. Quality, the same thing. I couldn't choose anything. They just look completely the same, even though the NARS is translucent and the Charlotte Tilbury is a powder. They're both very similar, very, very thin pigment. There's not a lot of build up. It's interesting that Charlotte Tilbury, even though it's a powder, but you can't see that it's a very powdery. And the quality, both really nice, and it does look really good. So yeah, so I think I'm gonna go with NARS. It's just because the price and the quantity and the product that you get in this is better than Charlotte Tilbury. So the winner is NARS. Yay! It's because $49 versus $58. This is the winner, and I couldn't see anything that it's completely different than Charlotte to NARS. I keep showing you guys, I promise. It's so similar, I couldn't tell the difference. So yes, I guess that's everything, and I hope you like this comparison, and let me know what you want to see next, and I will see you on my next video. Bye guys!